So, Mike, as a new dad, why don't you just 3 months, Emerson, just getting into the whole aspect of dad life. Why don't you share a little bit with us what being a new dad means to you, right? And I kind of I talked about this with a couple of you guys. This year actually made 40-year anniversary of the television show Little House on the Prairie. If you guys remember that growing up, I might be dating myself. I'm not sure, but but in that show,
Laura Ingle.
with that show, Michael London, he used to, he'd wake up early in the morning. Technology didn't even exist then. He would kind of walk. I don't know, something ridiculous like 100 miles or something crazy. Maybe not that crazy, but just to go to work. By the time he comes back home, like Pete was mentioning, he's tired. Basically, the wife has a list of who did what and who's in trouble, and then he would go reprimand that person, and then kind of like the next episode would show up. Or I was watching a Fox News report this week, and they were talking about how the dads never, in the past, the dads weren't even in the delivery room. They were outside. They'd wait to hear a baby cry. The doctor will come out and they'll say, "Hey, you have a boy or you have a girl." They'll light up a cigar or something like that with some friends, and that kind of was dad life back then. But Mike, why don't you tell us about your experience that you just recently have, with Emerson?
Yeah, thanks, Joel. It's so different, especially when I hear about the way it used to be, because I was in the delivery room. I was a coach. I was like, come on, Bush, we're gonna do this. Come on, talk to Emerson. So it's so different. My wife ended up having a C-section, and I was, so I was like one of the first people to hold Emerson, and it was like that was my job. And I don't know what it would be like to have a daughter, but there's something that came to me about like having a son. All of a sudden, it felt like there was this thing about legacy and about, I must pass on some kind of golden rules or something to little Emerson. But it's definitely different. I've been able actually to take a lot of my work experience and the way that I kind of look at things at work and apply it to being a dad, because in every situation I'm like, all right, do we have all the tools that we need? And of course you can't anticipate everything, but it's like, do we have all the stuff? Do we have the diaper? We have this, we have that, we have this. Right. And I was the first one to learn how to change the diaper and then come up with my own way of doing it. I was the first one to learn how to swaddle. So it's a little bit different because pretty much I was showing mom how to do a lot of this stuff. Because I was there, she was tired. So that's been my experience, is that it's, excuse me, it's that, being involved is unbelievable. Being a new dad, patience, having patience, all those type of things has really been my experience.